So I'm James Thornton. I'm from Austin, Texas, and I'm a fairly new PRS shooter. We're out here today at Reveille Peak Ranch, and we're just getting some practice in before we go out and shoot a match. So before PRS, I mean, going way back, I was in the Army, and I didn't really do any competition shooting there, and I wasn't like a sniper or anything. I was just an infantry guy. And so before PRS, I did the tactical games, which there was some AR stuff, but it wasn't really long. And then, like I said, I saw it on YouTube and just had to get in a match. So I had an uncle who gave me a free rifle and was like, if you're gonna shoot it, you can have it. It was just an old 6.5 Creedmoor. Showed it to my first match, didn't even know if I was shooting an MOA or Mills, literally knew nothing. And then guessed wrong when the guy asked me, hey, is this Mills or MOA? And I had no idea, I guessed wrong. So the first half of the match I spent shooting the wrong thing completely. Started there, and that was actually here at Reveille Peak Ranch. The guys on my squad squared me away. So we're getting ready to shoot a match. We've just got our lane set up, and we're testing out some distances and trying to get our dope set. Went through the load development, got a good 0. And so today we're just plugging in our distances, and we want to confirm our dope, make sure our velocities are on. And that way when we get to a match, there's no issues. Each stage we go to, we just plug in our ranges, and we can find our shooting solution that way. I think today our farthest shot is about 568, and so at a normal match, you're looking anywhere between 400 and 800 generally, a little farther than that on 1 or 2 stages. So this is a good place to practice. So I'm running a Lapua brass. It's a 6mm Creedmoor round. So 243, I'm shooting Hodgdon powder, and I've got 41.1 grains, and it's a 105 Burger bullet. So this right here is just like a little quarterback's arm board you might see in a football game. And all I do is I'll write out my distance to the target, and then I'll write out my elevation drop in mils. So that way when I'm on the scope, as I'm looking down the scope, I don't have to come off and try to find a dope card or anything. It's right here. I just turn my eyes to the left. I can see my drop, make my adjustment, and then I'm right back on target. It all makes a difference when we're shooting long range. So, you know, that's why we run the Kestrels, and you guys will probably see me out here spinning it and looking at it. But that thing's taking barometric pressure, it's taking elevation. We're getting a wind call. You can look at the wind through your scope, see the mirage, and you can make your wind calls that way. I run it on the computer, and so I'll take data from the little propeller, and that'll give me my wind calls that way. We get all of our shooting solution from the Kestrel, and that takes all the metrics. Today we went through and zeroed. You know, you'll zero on your belly and the prone to really dial it in, and then if you're practicing for PRS, that's pretty much it. You're not gonna shoot prone really anymore after that. You need to get off your belly and shoot off a barricade, off your car, off a ladder, anything. The farthest shot that I've taken in a match is a mile. That's rare, you're not gonna see that. Like I said, your average shot's gonna be 400 to 800 meters, and then you know you'll get, like down in College Station, they'll shoot up to 1200 on the front side of their range. So you'll see one stage that's out over 1,000, maybe 2 per match, but generally it's that 400 to 800 or 900 range. The main thing, if you wanna get into long range shooting, is just go to a match. Take grandpa's rifle out of the gun closet and get it zeroed and go to a match, because you tell the guys in your squad you're new, and 100% they're gonna jump right on it and help you out. You're talking wind calls between each other, guys are on glass while you're shooting and they're trying to help you out, telling you, you know, hold two mils left or whatever, giving you calls. You can't really do that at national level matches, but that's part of it, is that community of like all the guys in your squad helping each other out. It's a big deal. So I really enjoy the gun. Something about running a bolt when you're shooting is just awesome. So that's one part of it. And then when I started shooting PRS, I just saw it on YouTube and thought it looked cool, and so I went out and tried it. And so my favorite thing about shooting these matches is the people. I went out and showed up, had zero idea what I was doing, had 40 rounds down a rifle, and the guys that I was shooting with like took me under their wing and brought me into the sport and taught me everything that I know how to do now. So that's number one. The rifles are super cool too, so that's number 2. So next up, we're gonna go down to Texas Precision Matches down in College Station. We're gonna go out there and shoot a match. It's just gonna be a monthly match, and the great thing about that is you guys will see is guys are gonna be in the squad, giving each other wind calls, helping each other out, talking about the barricades, here's the best way to shoot it. So you guys will get a great glimpse of what it's like to be there, and hopefully it'll make you wanna come shoot one, because you should.